Welcome to another video.
Well, hey there guys, and welcome to Washington DC. I'm here in the capital of America, staying with a patron and subscriber who I will introduce to you in a very short amount of time. Now today what we're going to be talking about is, we will be talking about public transport, because it's something I've noticed is very absent here in America. Now that's not to say it doesn't exist. You do get buses, you do get trains and metros and all that kind of thing, taxis. Uber is very popular, but it's not on the same scale and it's not as high-tech as China. And this comes out of a lot of necessity actually. In China you have a lot more people and a lot fewer people who actually own their own cars, etc. So buses are a necessity for people to get around. Big underground metro systems in the bigger cities are a necessity. And I've actually had a lot of experience, but instead of me just waffling on, I'd like to call in my patron and subscriber. Please come on in and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, my name is David Cross, and I'm glad to host Serpent ZA here and share what I know about transportation in the U.S.
Excellent. He's an absolutely fantastic bloke. He lives just outside of the city here in
Herndon, Virginia.
Herndon, right? Which is, how many miles is that out of the main city?
It's probably about 20 miles or so.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we decided we'd take the metro to come in today instead of driving. Now, why would you take the metro rather than drive?
So, a couple of reasons. One, parking downtown in DC is extremely difficult. And if you can find a spot, you probably have to at least pay a meter, or if not, pay a garage. And it's especially during rush hour times, traffic can be pretty bad. Washington DC area has got, I think, the second worst traffic in the nation, next only to Los Angeles. So that's definitely why a lot of people choose to take the metro or other modes of transportation other than driving to get down here. Right.
Now, this is something quite interesting that I'd actually like to ask your opinion on this. I noticed that the metro system here is kind of run down. I mean, it's old. The carriages look dirty and run down, etc. That's in comparison to China, because you have to understand, in China everything's new. If you go to Beijing, the carriages look older and a bit more run down, but in places like Shenzhen, it's all sparkling brand new. And what's the reason?
Yeah, so the metro system in DC was built, I think, in the late 70s. It officially started, maybe early 80s, but I think it was late 70s. And a lot of the cars are almost that old. Yeah. And someone had the brilliant idea of starting those cars off having carpeting, and over time, as you saw, the carpeting gets really nasty. Really dirty. I mean, there's not a lot of trash left in the metro, so that people don't leave stuff, but just the cars are old. And the carpet needs to be changed. Now they have started to change the newer cars. And as we experience the metro here, they're doing some maintenance on the track work, which has been a real big headache for this area. Because they're single tracking, they're causing delays. So the metro right now is fairly unreliable, but they're making changes to hopefully improve it. But if you're in the city, you're pretty much dependent on the metro and the bus system. But outside the major East Coast cities, you're pretty car dependent.
I noticed that. I mean, that's the thing. It really struck me that everywhere you go in America, everybody has a car. So because of that, I think there never was this infrastructure, this public transport infrastructure built up. Only in the very inner city areas you see the buses and stuff rolling around.
We have a pretty good road system, infrastructure system to get you around the country. So it became kind of a car culture, and public transportation kind of came as an afterthought a bit. And
I understand.
It's decent in the big East Coast cities, but it's outside of that, it's not that great of a system.
Well, I mean, that pretty much wraps this up. China's way ahead when it comes to public transportation, and you can watch my videos to see about the high-speed trains and just everyday life there. It's really impressive. But here there's a big car culture, so everybody kind of has a car, and public transport, like you said, takes a second seat. Anyway, thank you so much for hosting me and letting me stay in your awesome house over here. Guys, thank you for watching. Do you have anything you'd like to tell everyone?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing the rest of your trip and sharing it with everyone else.
Fantastic. Well, guys, until next time, as always, you know the drill. Stay awesome.